Everything. So, my best friends live in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and best friends for 45 years. And they're twins, Sarah and Sally. My thing's all funky. And as soon as we get off this call, I am leaving to hop on a plane to go to Virginia for Sarah's daughter's wedding.
Oh,
So excited. I haven't seen them since COVID, before COVID.
oh my goodness.
Gosh, good for you. That's going to be so fun.
Yes. I was talking to my boss earlier and I was telling her and I said it's a sense of home when you return to friends of that long, you know?
Yeah.
And we've had a whole life of craziness, individual craziness. And there's just no judgment. We laugh about everything. It's just a soul warming time. So,
Well, and Vicky, I love that you get to at the same time not just celebrate your friendship, but celebrate a life and a path for a new couple that, yeah, and I'm sure you've been part of the children's lives.
yes.
And so kind of so fun to be part of the celebration.
So wonderful. And Sarah just went through a terrible divorce. Like her ex-husband was douchebaggy
Uh,
extra. And so she's coming out of a rough time, and I had bought her a necklace that says, "Remember who the fuck you are."
I love that.
So
Oh,
that's my day. I'm so excited.
aw. I'm so excited for you. How long are you going to be there?
I'm going today, and I get there about 6, and then I'm leaving Sunday afternoon.
Perfect.
So
No.
enough about me. How are you gals?
Awesome.
You look great. You got a little shiny shine to yourself today.
Yeah, I got massive allergies today, so sorry for the constant nose wiping and it falls here.
Allergies look good on you.
Well, thank you.
So, how is everyone doing since our last conversation? We talked a lot about moving through challenges and stepping out and doing something different and all of those good things. How has that manifested in your world since our last conversation?
Well, for me, I had a magician in my energy field, and there's been a lot of things happened in the last week. I
Oh,
can't stop being giddy. I can't help it. Um, so, I was kind of in a place of shame because I'd been just spending so much money and being bored. And there's this app called Whatnot, and I go on it and I just buy an astronomical amount of shit that has piled up. And then now I feel shame for having all this stuff. And I was talking to my son, and he said, "Hey, mom, I want to go to," sorry, I'm frozen, but can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Okay. So he said, "Mom, I was thinking about going to going back to school and getting a bachelor's in business. I kind of want to start a business or something." And I'm like, "You," it just came to me, like the words came to me. And I said, "You don't, I support whatever you choose to do, but you don't need that. Um, you have the common sense and the charisma that you will go far." And then I said, there's a lot of wholesale online and eBay and all kinds of opportunities to start like a wholesale business and selling. And like, I've been on this Whatnot app and like, it's amazing. It's stolen all my money, but it's amazing. And by stolen, I mean given. Um, so as of today, he has ordered from two, he wants to do sportswear and shoes. He's ordered 2 pallets. My daughter-in-law is so super excited. She's going to sell all the makeup that I bought. And all of the stuff that I had spent all my money on, she's so excited to sell that. I told her she could have half all the money because she wants to do a little coffee shop. And she has such a big, huge outreach. She's Hispanic and hashtag big families, and she's very social and all of these things. And then it was the full moon on Monday, the day in which I got our reseller's license. And I made a oil, an anointing oil with the mantra of ignite bold success. I release fear, doubt, and small thinking. My work is prosperous, my path divinely guided, and so it is.
Oh,
Wow.
I love that.
That is so powerful.
That was a lot in like 3 minutes. I get it, but you get the picture.
That, well, okay, there's so much coming in. And add your oils to your daughter's makeup and
Oh, okay.
yep, and put it, is she doing physical
What do you mean physical?
shop or online?
Online.
Okay. Yeah.
She has every Thursday, all of her girlfriends come over to try her new coffees, and they've already asked her if she will sell all the stuff that's in my office.
Yeah.
Stuff, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you okay, thank you. When you set up the resale, you have, they put the pop-ups. Did you want to add this to your cart? Do that with the oils, because the oils will be intention filled, energetically coated. I mean, the way you word it, you're going to absolutely blow up on sales. So you'll need to teach her how to put the oils together as well. But
Oh, and so just to back up, like to my struggle, a little bit of my struggle, in that moment, I released some shame of one, buying all this stuff, two, worrying about what am I going to do with all this stuff. Now I have to look at it and I feel really bad.
yeah.
And three, a potential new opportunity that could really be, and my son is a seller. He's the most chill, charismatic human, with a soul of an angel. Um, yeah, this may really be something.
It is. It already is. You've already spoken into action and they're picking up the energy. Okay, so this is so fun. So you and I have talked about this several times, Vicki. This is not news to you.
That I hate the corporate world?
That too. High five, everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. When we talked about your soul strategy, when we talked about your soul purpose, right? And when we look at brilliance, your physical talents are as a sacred strategist.
Oh my gosh.
You're a truth builder. You align immediately to what is energetically aligned for all parties. There's truth, there's honesty and integrity behind it, which is what makes you so relatable and easy to trust, right? And there's also this aligned organizer that sees the path and sees the direction. And then in your spiritual talents, you're that joyful intuitive, emotional translator, and resonance keeper, which you just put in those oils,
Oh, I did.
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what started out as a reaction to being bored has fostered inspiration for new business. And I think if these two stay on track, they're set for success.
And I'm not bored.
Yes. And, okay, hold on. You are doing exactly what you're meant to do on the planet.
Oh, so magic.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
I started dabbling in oils because when I get fully certified and want to go full-time doing my energy scans, I would like to be able to provide oils that would align with the various chakras. So I've been playing with them, and we know that colors and all of these things and different botanicals have meanings and resonances, and yeah.
Yeah. And sacred strategist, that is for me, when I look into your energy and into the trajectory of what you're going to begin to create over these years before you finally say, okay, I'm leaving, bye, corporate America. It's been nice. Thank you for seeding my future. That's what you're going to do. And it's going to be at two levels. It's going to be at the level of business development, but it's also going to be at that energy level. When you do those scans and you say, okay, here's where the misalignment is, here's the mantra, here's the oils, here's the intention that I want you to hold for the next 30 days or 14 days. And effectively, you will create change for people. And so that sacred soul strategist is what I keep hearing. I love that for you. Did you watch okay. Did you watch the last summit with Sally?
I haven't yet. Is it the writing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it on my, I'm hoping to watch it on the plane.
Oh, good.
Mhm.
So she has a way to create a sigil.
Oh,
Take Sacred Soul Strategist and play with that. Create a sigil. Uh-huh. Right, Heidi?
Yeah.
Heidi's like reading into that going, oh my God, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Teresa's spot on.
Yeah.
Sacred Soul Strategist really rings to me.
Yeah, it does to me too. That's 100% in line with what you're here to do. And what I love is that you're harvesting all of the wisdom, certainly the energy, because I think Heidi would agree with me that, healing and helping people get their chakras, their energy systems in balance is 100% your expression, your gift. But there's also the business side.
And Vicky, you're smart enough to do both.
Yeah.
So
Like,
could I tell you what my ideal, in an ideal world, which I can make?
yeah.
I would really like to have I would really like for this to be the start of a successful family business
Yeah.
that my son can run, while I play out my 9-year plan. Um, it's a profitable business. It's got to be fast. I think he's bored too,
Yeah.
which is what prompted this whole thing, because we're both goes. Um, and I really think it could be a thing.
Yeah, I agree. I think Whatnot seeded this for you.
Mhm.
What was born out of boredom is the fuel for what you will be bringing to the world. Yeah, 100%.
Well, and Vicky, I think that the 9-year plan is going to be compressed down for you. I don't think it's going to be 9 at all. I think it'll be under 5. Like you're going to shed every year, you're going to continue to shed time off of that trajectory.
Blessed be.
Yeah, I heard the same number.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 5,
Mm-hmm.
5 or less. And that's today.
Yeah. Bingo.
That's today. So benchmark 5 years today. Throw that up on your Outlook calendar so that next year it shows up. Because I think when you check in 6 months, that's gonna be 3. Vicky, so okay, real quick. The energy is accelerating so fast. So fast. Shit is happening like this as Heidi. We're going to check in her world in a minute.
Yes.
So fast. And it's not only going to continue to do that, it is going to accelerate exponentially and it will become our new comfortable, our new norm. And this is all tied in directly to manifestation. Thank you. Which is why what we're doing now is so freaking essential because your intention, the intention you hold for what you want to do, like right now, Vicky, you're lit up with it. There's no question. It is broadcasting to the whole world. And this is what we want to make sure and do is broadcast to the whole world so that what we want to manifest will come in and it will come in fast, 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 fast. So I think if you're 5 years today, in 6 months, you'll be 3 years. And then it'll be a choice point. And then you'll say, okay, Cap One, here's what we're doing. You've got a year. I'll give you a year and we're going to transition me out and I'm going to set you up for success. I don't know if you're.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. That can certainly be my intention. What they do with it is,
Yeah. Up to them. Yeah.
I just love this so much. And I just want to say one more thing before I want to hear all about you, Heidi. But one more thing, I had also bought way too many crystals, specifically crystal hearts. So Brittany was having all of her girlfriends come over to taste her new tasting menu. And I made little gift bags with my obnoxious amounts of mini makeups. And I put a crystal heart in each one of the bags. And I took them, there was 12 girls. I took them to Brittany. I said, Britt, make sure that every girl picks their own bag. Don't give it to them. Make them pick. And I didn't tell her why. She's like, okay, she thinks I'm crazy. I love her so much. And, she's like, okay. So I was out of town and she said, oh my God, the gift bags were a hit. Everyone's bag, the minute they found this big crystal heart, they immediately Googled and wonder what kind of sorcery you were doing that knew they were going to pick them up. I said, no, they picked up what they needed to pick up. Next thing you know, Brittany texts and says, everyone's ready for an energy reading. And I said, whoa, slow down, sis. But we've just been laughing about that all week because her girlfriends were like, if some that haven't been introduced to any mystical things,
Yeah.
we're like, what kind of sorcery? And then she has this one girlfriend, two girlfriends. There's so much. There is so much. Shit is just falling in line, and I'm aware of it, and I'm recognizing it, and I'm welcoming it in, and I'm
Yeah.
pushing that other shit out. And
Yeah.
it feels so good.
Yeah.
It's a good day, girls.
It's a great day. I'm so happy for you.
I feel different than I felt in months, may I say years. It's like possibility. There's a possibility out there of getting out of this rat hole. Um, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Congratulations, girl. You've been doing the work.
Hallelujah. Oh, so that's my update. Thank you, girls, for just being so awesome. Even last week, and I was like, it's the end of the world. I felt so crappy. And what a difference a week makes when you shift your perspective and have a magician in your field.
It was fun working on you because I can see it's like this red resonance that was in your field, and all of a sudden it would go, ooh. I'm like, oh, see, she did it again. It was
I got your
fun.
text yesterday and I couldn't reply back because I had to tell you the news.
Yeah. Yeah. Aw.
Mhm.
Okay. And Vicky, two things. One, last week was perfect. You were exactly where you needed to be. The moment we hit hard on all of our frustrations and stuff, it's just a matter before we break through it. Right?
Yeah.
What I call, we talked about in the trust circle this week, the messy middle.
Yeah.
And continue the trajectory and be open for new thoughts and ideas to come in. There's something in the business part, Vicky, that just is really compelling. The energy is really compelling.
You guys, I'll be right back. My cat's doing something. I just need
Oh
to
no.
go check.
Jesus. Lulu, Noah, what are you doing?
I just wanted mom for a minute. It's fine.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
And this draws back to, okay, hold on. Okay, my heart, my high heart and my throat is lit up like crazy. So remember talking about how you wanted to help women?
Mm.
It's not about handout, it's about hand up. So just be aware that that has not left your field. There's this business strategy part, this empowerment part that is floating in your field. And it may manifest in a year, but just be aware because it will come knocking.
Mm.
Repeatable processes. Yeah,
Yeah, all of that feels right.
yeah. And I don't know if it's mentoring or a class or um yeah, I don't know what it is, but just be open to it.
Yeah, I I am not one to jump into things. I am one to jump into things, but I'm not one to jump into things and really feel like it's going to be successful. Like I'll do like a hobby. I'm a great hobby starter,
Yeah.
not a really good hobby ender. But this, I feel it. I remember I told you that I was up that one whole night and I was just daydreaming. That's what I was daydreaming about.
Wow.
Like we owned warehouses and um yeah, which is very possible.
Yeah, agreed. Wow.
Stay tuned.
Vicky, I'm so proud of you.
Oh,
Really. It's because you've stayed consistent and you continue to do the work and you show up for yourself.
well, thank you. You're so damn kind all the time, and I love that about you.
Well, I speak the truth for what I see, and I think it's just super exciting.
I'm glad you're part of the drive.
Well, and I loved your magician. It's all about abracadabra, right? What we say, we create our experience.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
And I took that shameful piece that I had to look at from spending all that money and I've turned it around. And I know that Trevor, my son, I know that when he came to me, it was just divine timing, um, as are all things. And it worked. And we had a super moon and
Which was all about manifestation.
yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Don't worry. I'll keep you posted. You can bet on that.
Yep.
So exciting.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, Heidi.
Gosh, it has been a good week for me. It's super busy, so sorry if I seem distracted. I am literally getting blown up with just with the TSA thing. People's flights got canceled, and so now they've got rebooked, and so now we had to move a whole bunch of meetings around. So I'm just trying to herd the cats here a little bit, but all good. And I think the biggest thing for me has been to not worry about the outcome and not because being the control freak and I want everything to be very organized and to fit into categories because it's easier for me to manage, is to just really be okay that I don't have to manage it all, that it can be easy. And I'm not setting timelines on anything because for myself, I feel like it's not my place to judge what the universe has for me. And I'm the one that slows things down. So I can either let go of the anchor and kind of go down the river, go with the flow, or try to control it and literally grasp onto the anchor and everything slows down. And I think that whole process for me over the last few weeks has been so freaking liberating because now it's just like, whatever comes in, that's awesome. And I don't even get tipped over now when it's like, oh, well, this conversation didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. And now we've got a few more hurdles. I'm like, awesome, because it's just going to get figured out.
Yep.
So much easier.
And talk about your schedule, your travel schedule for the next.
Yeah, I mean, I leave tomorrow for Salt Lake for 5 days. I'm home for like 4. I go to Las Vegas for a healthcare technology conference, which is going to be amazing because I've never been to this conference.
Nice.
Kind of heard about it in the background, but I'm going with a supplier that I sit on their board. So I'm more excited on just like who's going to be there. Oprah was going to be there to speak, and she had to cancel due to another commitment. But I mean, they've got some, I mean, from like the healthcare business side of things, when you get those other type of headliners in there like Oprah, it's like, oh my gosh, so they're actually going to touch in on some of the touchy-feely things. So I'm excited to see who else is going to be there. And I mean, there's like 5,000 people that go to this conference. So
Wow.
Exciting.
yeah,
And I love you said it can be easy.
it can be easy. We're the ones that make it hard when we choose hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at the Y of the road. I am going all in on easy.
You need the easy button. Like
Yeah, exactly.
wow. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Gonna be
And
busy.
so all of this travel is tied in with opportunities, right?
Mm-hmm.
All new opportunities that have generated over the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
So the conversation where you asked for what you wanted
Mhm.
was the catalyst to hit that first domino. Would you
Well
agree?
said, Teresa. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, I'm going to go back to your field is now broadcasting Let's Play.
Mhm.
It's time.
Mm-hmm.
And let's look back at the soul contract. Physical talents, the catalyst of truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Soulful communicator,
Oh, good ones. Good ones. You've nailed it.
inspiring channel,
Ah,
because you channel exactly what needs to be heard in the conversation because you're paying attention not only to what's being said, but the energy that's going on in that meeting. And of course, everything's on Zoom, so everybody's all over the world, which doesn't matter.
Exactly.
So this whole line of communication, asking for what you want, speaking it out loud, has been your catalyst to step into what wants to be found and all of these new opportunities.
Well, and Teresa, thank you for that. You know, I go back to some of the basic tools that you've taught us about being curious. And all of this was instigated by me asking, what other projects, what else are you working on? To one
Yep.
person.
Yep.
And it's opened the opportunity for uh, 3 other things that
Yeah.
are major. And I think it's that curiosity and genuine curiosity of, you know, I mean, I figure I'm always curious to see what people are doing because you never know. Um, like, what am I going to learn from what they're going to tell me?
Yeah.
It might be something magical that I never thought of.
Well, it's always something magical because, and this goes into your spiritual talents, your ability, that channeling ability, and the ability to hear into the spaces between the words, embodied freedom, change agent, energetic pioneer. So when you apply that to the spaces in between the words, all of a sudden, the people in that you're communicating with are catalyzed in directions they didn't see. And because you're the author of that, they bring you with them.
Mhm.
So remember, we had a conversation about the event here in Seattle, right? In Tacoma.
Mhm.
I said, there's a catalyst there. Something there is going to,
That's when I got the phone call.
yep,
Random.
from Joe, or what was his name?
His name is John. Yeah,
John.
so random on, I mean, I still look back and think, I mean, he even laughs because he's like, Heidi, you know, I just always saw you just as a nurse. Not that just as a nurse, but you know, anything medical. And now we're dealing on with all these other things that are so non-medical. That it's that Teresa, your channeling on that and foresight was so spot on.
it's playing into your strengths. So the moment you step into Salt Lake City, the moment you step into that conference, hold the intention that you're going to draw into your talents and magnetize the people who are going to present the opportunities that you'll have fun engaging
Keyword fun. I'm all about the fun now.
in. Yeah,
Thank you for that, Teresa. I really, really appreciate it. It
yeah,
feels so good.
it does. I agree. I agree. Wow.
Aren't we a happy bunch?
We are. And T, I would love to know, how are you feeling with all this energy?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, yeah, share.
Um, so I'm in the messy middle. And I finally called Dina. Dina DeLuca, who's spoke on the last summit, is a very dear friend, and we do energy exchanges. We work on each other. I finally phoned Dina yesterday and I said, help. I can't shed this. I just can't shed this. So I sat by the river and we did a clearing. It's hard to explain, of ancestral trauma that my family holds that was catalyzed by this incident with my brother. So that was reintroduced into my field. Well, of course, everything happens for a reason. So not only was I clearing it for my ancestral line, but we were instructed to take it into the 9th dimension, transmute it. So we had to literally go up dimension by dimension, transmute it in the 9th dimension, and then bring it back down slowly, systematically, so that when we landed in the 3rd dimension, we can radiate it across the planet through the earth, the water, and the trees are now radiating this healing and clearing of trauma, specifically rooted in toxic male manipulation, control, misogyny, all of those places. So you just never know where you're going to go, you know?
So T, on that, could you tell the releasing at each different level?
Yeah.
Could you feel it?
Yeah. And it's, going back, these are all part of my soul contract. It's using my ability to move through the different energies, but grounding them, bringing them back here. So I'm fascinated to see how everything's going to play out.
Well, and T, what came in for me when you said that, to bring it back down here, is that's usually the missing piece that
Yeah.
people get to the clearing, but they miss the step of bringing it back and having that ripple effect throughout, the entire planet, right? Society, the energy of the planet, the beings, the trees, all of that.
Yeah. Agreed. And yeah, it's it's like you talked about last week, Vicki. You hit that wall, and my response when I'm in the messy middle, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to find things to do, right? And so I'm purposefully stepping back and saying, okay, what wants my attention? Where do I want to be drawn? Like you did with recognizing your son's desire to build a business, the treasure trove that you've built that fuels it, right?
Fair.
Yeah. So I'm watching and waiting for that to unfold. Yeah.
Heidi, I want to just acknowledge what you said. I think it's so important that when there's energy being released, that it's transmuted.
Yeah.
And you watch or hear all these people, and I think people really miss that final piece of transmuting the energy back to the earth to serve. Yeah, so I'm glad that was part of of course, that's part of your practice, Teresa. Why wouldn't it be?
Well, it's listening.
Yeah.
Right? It's okay. What wants to be done with this? What wants to be done? And like I said, things are moving so rapidly right now. So rapidly.
Yeah.
So thank you for asking. And TBD.
I'm sure your conferences will be magical.
I am excited. Yeah. And it's funny because before COVID, I traveled every week.
Yeah. Same.
And I laugh because now it's like, gosh, that's a lot of peopling, right? I mean, kind of like normally that freaks me out just a little bit, just because I just don't want the chaos. And before I used to just kind of thrive in it because I could just be like a pinball and just go and I just decided that that's not going to bug me. I'm just going to put myself in my own little bubble and it's all going to be okay.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. I also, before COVID, traveled a lot. Not every week, but at least twice a month. And now I'm like, ugh, the peopling.
Yeah, it's yeah, that's the key thing, right?
Yeah. So do you, um, for both of you, do you have a ritual? I don't know why this is coming in, but is there a ritual for when you travel that you can harness to keep your energy clean, or before you go into even the wedding, there'll be a ton of people there, right? How do you protect your energies?
Personally, I zip up my field, just kind of tracing the meridian from the root to my mouth, and then I always lock it at my mouth. Um, yeah, and then I always just afterwards I just say a prayer that I say words that can be heard and for the greatest good. Because listen, I can throw some F bombs at you. So when I'm out and about, I try to rein that in a little, but I still want to be who I am. So
Yeah,
Love that.
yeah, me
what
too.
do you do something, Heidi? What do you do?
I do two things. One, I put my suitcase in, and I know this probably sound, thankfully it's you guys, so nothing's too weird, right? I put my suitcase in a bubble just because it goes places that I don't, and I don't want any juju touching my shit. So
Smart.
I put my suitcase in a bubble, and in 20 years, I've only had my suitcase not arrive one time.
Nice.
And checking with equipment and everything, right? So I think it works. And for myself, what I do, and I've kind of changed it up this last year of just stepping into my own power and being seen, which Teresa and I have had lots of one-on-one conversations about that, is after kind of leaving corporate, I was just so over having the attention and being in the spotlight and feeling that sense of responsibility to everybody that I just didn't. I mean, I got off LinkedIn. I just like, please just don't bug me. And I've just decided that I'm going to be seen on my own terms. And my own terms include creating that safety energetic bubble for me, and at the same time, I want to shine my light. I want my light to be visible to others and to those who are ready and prepared for it. Because if they're not, that's when you meet the confrontation because you're shining a light into their darkness and they're all about the darkness. So I just have decided everywhere I go, my bubble is a bright light with lots of glitter and sequins, and I'm here to be seen for those who are ready for it.
Love
Perfect.
that.
Yeah, me too.
What
And
about you, Teresa?
um, same. I wrap myself in a bubble. I also am very intentional about the people around me so that I place on the outside of my bubble um, an energy wave that creates calm, peace,
Mm.
and safety. And then I ask my angels to jump on the wings and help guide the plane and help anybody in the plane who is feeling anxious or scared or so I try to create an environment within and without. And then when I'm in the terminal, I push everything out of my field. It's like, nope, nope, nope. Strong boundary. It's almost like a steel cage that has rivets and it's really strong. Nothing can get in. But I'm still, again, I've got that outer shell that radiates out calm and peace. And then the other layer that I add is I want to meet the people who
Mm.
I need to meet or who need my energy. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love that.
And the other thing that I wanted to, especially Heidi, as you move into the meetings and the events, is to set your intention before you walk out.
Okay.
You know, what is the outcome? Or what do you want that will benefit you? Right? Make it very personal so that when you walk out of there's something, there's I mean, honest to God, Heidi, I think if you don't walk out with 3 to 5 more deals, I'd be surprised. You
I
know?
am totally excited. Like, I am not freaked out about traveling at all. Like, it is, and normally these last few years, anytime I've had to go, I mean, it's, you get right back into it, right? It's easy to get back on the bicycle, but no, I'm excited. Like, I already have my packing list, so I make sure, especially going to corporate events, you've got to have multiple wardrobes for the evening and dinners and everything. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's going to be so fun. So thank you for that, Teresa. I agree. Something really big is coming in, something magical.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And I'm just fascinated to see how all that unfolds for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yay.
Me too. Me too.
Yay, Libra season.
Yes, amen. And T, what are the girls plan for your birthday, speaking of?
Oh, they were gonna take me out and then last night I found out that one of my favorite comedians is playing at the Paramount, which is a wonderful old theater here. So I went and bought his tickets.
Aw, I love that.
Yeah, it's Mateo Lane. He's gay as fuck and funny. Funny, funny, funny. Do you know who he is?
No,
Um,
I don't.
I do.
Oh, you do.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, and uh the other I'm going through a phase of wanting to watch comedians at the moment.
Good.
Oh my God, it's so
That's
fun,
a good phase. I mean, or you could watch the news,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
which
Um,
kind of
the other,
confuses.
the other, the other comedian that I bought tickets for like 6 months ago is Sarah Millican. She's from England.
Oh, I don't know her.
Oh, she's funny as, yeah.
Um, Let me just add a little layer to my weekend, how it's going to go down. I'm walking into effectively, now I love my best friends at Magical, but they love them some Jesus, okay?
Oh,
They love them some Jesus. So A lot. Sarah has a son and a daughter. Daughter's getting married. Son is off to college. Before he left for college, he let her know he was gay.
Oh,
Sarah didn't give a shit. She loved everything about him. Dad, the one that Sarah just got a divorce from, number one, he's not even going to Olivia's wedding, and he has disowned Jackson.
I'm so sorry.
And I am so proud of Jackson because he told his dad to go fuck himself. He's the one losing out.
Yeah.
Um,
So true.
so I'm going to walk into all of that. So I am asking for guidance, to speak wisdom, and again, words that can be heard, because they've had some life-changing experiences, but I do have to be sensitive to Jesus.
Oh.
And sometimes I fuck that up. I love
Well-
me some Jesus. I think he's a holy man. I just don't think he's the only holy man.
Yeah. Yes.
Amen.
Yeah.
So there'll be that piece.
Vicky, I
Wow.
can't wait to hear because I have a couple friends, same thing, and I sometimes put my foot in my mouth, because I want to say I'm spiritual, even though I grew up religious, and like most of us did, right, in our families. So I talk about the one source, and they're always like, "Do you mean Jesus?" And I'm like, "Hey, I love Jesus, but Jesus has people out there besides just Jesus,
Yes.
all of them."
Yes. Let's not get so hung up on one guy. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Take some pressure off of him. That's what I always tell him. Take some pressure off that guy, Spread the wealth.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm just going deep South Virginia. I mean, it doesn't get any more. You know,
Yeah.
it's always fun when Vicky comes to town. Look, I don't want to hear any of that bullshit. And I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna hear any ugly mouths and ugly words and racist things if that occurs. I know it won't from my friends, but there'll be a larger, and no, we don't do that. And there's a new sheriff in town, okay? We ain't doing that shit here.
That's such a brilliant question, Vicky, because how do you stand in love and compassion and kindness when people are are weaponizing religion, right? Because that's what it is.
I stay in compassion because I feel sorry for them.
Yeah.
Not feel sorry, it's ignorance. You don't know any better. And I'm not a preacher, so I'm not going to preach to you, but what I will do is drop a seed and do with it what you choose. But I respect your religion, but everyone else gets a choice too.
Yeah.
Yeah, including lifestyle.
Agree.
Yeah.
We're not gonna, you can run your family however you choose, but we're not doing that here.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry you don't know any better, fucking redneck weirdo. That may be a phrase. I don't know. It may happen.
Here's the Vicky we know and love.
Exactly right.
Like, whatever. Fucking West Virginia hillbilly. Too much fucking Mountain Dew in your bottle. That's what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Too many chemicals and PFAS.
I just know that if you have that strong attachment to religion, it is 1,000% fear-based. And I feel I really am compassionate to you because I would hate to live like that.
Yeah.
But I would never say that to them because that's very condescending, but it's the truth. Or maybe after a few drinks I would. Who knows? Test me.
Yeah. Well, I think for me, I just remind them that Jesus' foundation for everything he said and did was love.
Yeah. And that's what people misconstrue and twist and turn it into all these rules and regulations and expectations and of the definition of love. And if you don't fit into the category, then you're voted off the island.
Yeah.
And their definition of love is so,
Ugh.
right? It's like
Yeah.
this big. I've told people before, like, Jesus would not have been proud of you. I'm telling you right now. He wouldn't have been proud of you. You are absolutely going against everything that he taught.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Christ is a consciousness. And
It is.
Yes.
so y'all ought to get there. Quit being assholes. Because it ain't
Yeah.
working for you, clearly, in the coal mine. No judgment. I'm just saying it's not.
Yeah. Hmm.
I'm also not afraid to have it's a blessing and a curse, but I'll go toe to toe with somebody in a minute. I don't care.
Well, Ricky, I think that's though your skill set, because I think from your corporate experience, you're very poised and articulate, and you also bring a little bit of funniness to it.
Yeah.
That people are open and respond so that they're not reactive, that they almost step back of, gosh, is she serious? She's kind of funny, but I kind of get the underlying tone of what she's saying. I think it's part of your brilliance.
Mhm.
Yeah. I also don't care what the other person thinks at the end of the day, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Okay, you want me to fuck off? I guess I'll go along now.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Toodaloo.
there you go.
So we're gonna have some great weeks, Heidi.
Yes, we are. Bring it.
I cannot wait to hear the updates. It's gonna be brilliant.
This may be a text situation. I may be texting maybe for support.
Girl, we're here. Like, bring
Updates.
it.
Yeah, updates and support. Bring it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
All right. I'm going to send you the worksheets that I put together. You each have one for yourselves, and then I've got a combined one.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in 2 weeks. And please text me updates. I want to hear.
Done.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Love you, girls.
Bye.
Bye.
Safe travels.
Thank you.
Thank you.